What's up, iHeart Country fans? I'm Carrie Underwood, and right now I'm in control of this great radio station. Welcome to the show.
It's the Carrie Underwood Takeover. I'm Bobby Bones. We're letting Carrie pick the music.
Here's Blake Shelton.
It's the Carrie Underwood Takeover. I am Bobby Bones, here with Carrie. So you're on your 5th album.
With every one of them, is there kind of a moment you look back at and go, that was kind of the moment for that album?
Do you mean like in the making of, or like?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like if I say your first album, like what comes to mind to you?
Oh, I mean, I'd say for those, there's the two songs, I mean, gosh, Jesus Take the Wheel, like being the first single, and like doing that on the CMAs for the first time, and but doing like 90 seconds of it because they wouldn't give me.
Because you were new?
They wouldn't let me sing my whole song. So like that, and like Before He Cheats, and like doing the video and stuff, and just being, I mean, we were on the Chesney tour back then, and like it was just all nutty. I don't know if there's one specific moment that I'm like, oh yeah.
What
But
about
I mean the Grammys.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah, I was new artist during that era.
Hey, it's Bobby Bones, but really it's Carrie Underwood, and it's the Carrie Underwood Takeover.
Here's Brett Eldridge.
It's the Carrie Underwood Takeover. I'm Bobby Bones, here with Carrie. So I have a question. I was listening through the new record, Storyteller, and there's a song with Sam Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
But Sam Hunt's he's not on, his name is not on there.
Right.
What's the rule about that?
I mean, I think it kind of has to do with how much the person sings, and if you want, like we could have had his name on there as like a featuring thing, but I don't think either one of us really wanted it to be like that. Like it's not a duet. The song wasn't written as a duet. He doesn't sing enough parts for it to technically be like a duet. So he was just nice enough to come and lend his pretty voice to his manly, masculine,
No, it's still pretty. It's
nice
still very,
voice.
no, it's very
Okay.
pretty. Do you have to
Do
pay
the song.
someone to do that? Like normally if you work with someone, or is it like a favor? Like, hey, I help you out, and then later you help me.
I think there's like little like union stuff that you have to do, but it's a favor thing. I mean, if he were like, I want $1 bazillion to do this, I'd be like, maybe not. But it's kind of a friend thing. Like I sing on Brad Paisley stuff all the time, and he comes and plays and does stuff on my stuff, and we don't ever think about it.
You don't charge each other? You don't keep tab?
No, we don't keep tabs.
It's cool at Brad's show because at one point you come up on like a FaceTime video.
Yeah.
And it might be Remind Me. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's playing the show, then all of a sudden you pop up.
Right.
And I think the crowd actually thinks it's you for a minute.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen it, I think the crowd thinks it's you for a split second calling in.
Well, they used to have me in like hologram kind of form. Like they'd have this screen, and people legitimately thought I was there with him. And they'd be like, oh my gosh, I'd see tweets I always knew when Brad had a show, because I would see like social media light up like, she's here, I didn't know it. And like other radio stations in the territories that Brad would be playing in, that people thought I was there, would like get mad that I didn't come by and say hello. And I'm like, I'm not actually there. Like I'm in my pajamas, or I have a show someplace across the US. I'm on the other side. Yeah, so but we try to incorporate each other somehow.
Hey, it's Bobby Bones, but really it's Carrie Underwood, and it's the Carrie Underwood Takeover.
Here's Big and Rich. What's up, iHeart Country fans? I'm Carrie Underwood, and I'm taking over and telling stories.
It's Bobby Bones, and you're listening to the Carrie Underwood Takeover, where the station has given up music control to Carrie.
Here's Parmalee.
You're listening to the Carrie Underwood Takeover. I'm Bobby Bones. So obviously, hosting the CMA is a big thing for you and for Brad each year. I mean, I love watching it just for the monologue.
Do you guys do that in front of a group and almost test it? Or do you guys just feel, okay, this is funny and go?
Well, we have when we're in the room, there's a lot of people in the room. So we test it in front of all of our people. But then the day of, when we do dress rehearsal, we've gone out before, and some stuff we kind of have to take out because everybody tweets it and everybody puts it out there. So everybody knows our jokes before we even get on stage for the night. But we would kind of use them as a barometer on some of the little things to see if they chuckled or not.
So you're not sneaking around to comedy clubs and other outfits
Brad
testing
wanted
material.
to. He wanted to. He wants to go to like Zanies in Nashville so bad and like have us do stand up. And I'm like, I really like the teleprompter. He's like, you know, a wisecracking guy, so he can throw stuff out there. But I'm not like socially okay, like being on stage. I hate, honestly, talking in between my songs on stage because it's gonna be bad. I'm gonna say something weird. I like the teleprompter. I think I'm funny in like real life, but when I'm on stage, not so much, unless we've figured it out and I know what we're doing. Hey, it's Carrie Underwood, and this is iHeart Country.
Hey, it's Bobby Bones. It's the Carrie Underwood Takeover. She's picking the music.
Here's my song, Smoke Break. She's a small town.
You're listening to the Carrie Underwood Takeover. I'm Bobby Bones, along with Carrie.
So, okay, here we have this record, and, you know, you have a lot of tracks. You have a lot of the same people that you write with, though. So
Yeah.
when you talk about familiarity, you have people that you sit with and you feel comfortable writing songs with. And so, you know, who are they and why are you so familiar and happy with them?
Hillary Lindsey's definitely one. I mean, we've been writing together for almost 10 years. I like having a woman I can turn to in the writing department because I feel like women say things the way women would say them. Like sometimes I'll hear a song and I'll be like, oh, that a girl will sing, and I'll be like, that was written by dudes, okay, because it's just not quite right. So I think she's one that I rely on a lot to write with and to pick her songs that she wrote with other people. Krista Stefano is another person that I just love. And he's had so much success over the past couple of years in country music, and he's just a nice guy. Like we're a lot alike. We like the same music, we like the same movies, like we're a lot alike. But he's musically talented and in the track department, and he's just all over it. He's so good at it.
Today's hottest country sounds like this.
Hey, it's Carrie Underwood. Hey everybody, Carrie Underwood here. It's a storyteller weekend with me and Bobby Bones. I'll share some stories about some of my favorite songs and maybe even play some songs you haven't heard in a while. Hey, it's Carrie Underwood. I'm taking over and telling stories this weekend on iHeartRadio. But first, here's a song that I always turn up loud when it comes on the radio.
I'm Bobby Bones here on the Carrie Underwood Takeover. So Thanksgiving just around the corner. What are the plans?
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing Thanksgiving. I'm not sure where my husband, and I haven't even looked. I've looked at Christmas because that one's a little more, we have to travel a lot during Christmas because Mike's family's up around the Toronto area in Peterborough, and mine is in Oklahoma, so we have to travel a lot. That's okay.
Now you have a baby, and you have to make sure everyone sees the baby, right? Like
Right.
everyone wants to see the baby.
Yeah. But we traveled before, and Mike only gets usually he'll get maybe 2, maybe 3 days off for Christmas. I think this year he gets 4. So usually we'll go to his family for Christmas, and then I'll go home by myself, or I'll go home first without Mike and meet him up there. Hey everybody, Carrie Underwood here. They're actually letting me pick the music. How crazy is that?
Hey, it's Bobby Bones here with Carrie Underwood. Do you feel like your demeanor has changed since you've become a mother? Like, can you feel it at all?
I think I'm more laid back, which I figured I'd go the other way and be kind of, don't touch that, don't do that, no, wash your hands, just be kind of crazy.
Why do you think you're more laid back?
I think Isaiah is a pretty laid back baby, and I think at the end of the day, I learned that he's okay. He's gonna be all right. Oh no, he grabbed a dog toy, and I didn't catch him with it in his mouth until it was too late. He's gonna be okay. It's not gonna kill him.
Before you had him, did you do the book reading thing where you studied just relentlessly about being a mom, or did you kind of feel like, okay, I'm just gonna learn and do it?
I read What to Expect When You're Expecting, because it's nice to read books like that are in it with you, and you can kind of be like, oh, that explains why this is happening, and this, because being pregnant's weird. There's your body's completely freaking out, and it's just nice to know what it's doing and why it's doing it. And but that was about it. That's about the only book.
What is being pregnant like? Like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I really have no idea. What's it like? You just finished it. You're fresh off. So
yeah.
What is it like, really?
In the beginning, it's frustrating because you can see yourself expanding, but you can't feel anything. You don't know. I don't know. It's a mental game at that point.
Do you feel it before anyone's? I mean, are you really feeling it before you're able to see it?
Yeah, I felt him once I knew afterwards what like kicking and stuff felt like. I think I felt him kick at like 14 or 15 weeks. I felt him moving around. And he's a super active baby, so that makes sense.
It's the Carrie Underwood Takeover. I'm Bobby Bones. We're letting Carrie pick the music.
Here's Blake Shelton. What's up? It's Carrie Underwood, and this is an iHeart Country station. Hey, I'm Carrie, and I'm back with new music and couldn't be more excited. Thank you for supporting me and letting me take over your favorite station today to tell some stories, play some cool music, and just hang out with you on iHeart Country.
We could have a little. It's Bobby Bones, and you're listening to the Carrie Underwood Takeover, where the station has given up music control to Carrie.
Here's Cam.
It's the Carrie Underwood Takeover. I'm Bobby Bones. I'm here with Carrie Underwood. Let me ask you this. How is Mike Fisher as a dad?
He's great.
Has it kind of opened up your eyes to him as a different kind of person?
He's, he can, I think it surprised me how okay I am with him taking the reins. You know what I mean?
So he takes the reins. So you,
yeah, I kind of worried I would be like, no, you're not doing it right. And I was like mentally preparing myself, like, Carrie, you can't do that. You know, just because people don't do the things the way you do them does not mean that that's bad. And you're going to have to like hand him the baby and walk out the door sometimes. And it's going to have to be okay. And even my mom, like, she came down and we were going someplace and she was like, but Mike's okay with him? And I was like, yes. I was like, that would be terrible if I didn't feel like I could leave my baby at home with his dad, you know, that would, anyway, but, yeah, he's been really good and it's all, he's a good dad.
I always wonder about the diaper thing. Did you have previous experience changing diapers? Okay.
I changed one diaper of a friend's baby that I made her make sure it was a pee-pee diaper before I changed it.
So you
that
didn't
was
even
my
change
only
a bad
experience.
one. So your first bad
No.
one was your own kid.
Yeah.
Now, was it gross to you, or because it was your own kid, you were just like, it's my thing. It's a thing.
It was okay. And it doesn't, in the beginning though, because the first ones are really bad, because just the first ones are bad. Any parent's going to know what I'm talking about. But
you know what? I'm not a parent, and I know what you're talking about. Like, I
Okay.
get it. Yeah.
But I had to have a C-section, so I couldn't like get up to change his diaper. So that was all Mike. Haha.
That was all.
Turn the city down, turn the country up. This is iHeart Country.
Hi, thanks again for hanging out with me, Bobby Bones and Carrie Underwood. It's the Carrie Takeover. All this music's being picked by her.
Here's Brad Paisley.
I'm Bobby Bones. It's the Carrie Underwood Takeover. So a couple weeks ago, you and Brad hosted the CMAs for like the 100th time. So it kind of seems like you guys are stuck together.
I guess so.
Well, I mean, when you've done the CMAs, and it's such a
Yeah.
high-profile thing for
Yeah.
that long, you guys are known as like the comedy duo.
But I think people too, like just in country music, people have always kind of paired up, you know, with artists that they like and get along with and work well with together. So Brad's my guy, my
your work husband.
my duet partner, I guess. Hey, it's Carrie Underwood. So that's it for now. Can't believe I have to give this station back. Hope you had some fun and liked the music I play. Thank you, iHeart Country, and mostly thank you for listening this weekend.
She's a small town, hard-working